What's up, YouTube? Back again with another new video. So, as the title would suggest, this is going to be a video on streetwear trends of 2018 so far. Now, it's not going to be like videos of the past where it was purely one list for favorites and the other for least favorite. I'm not really going to do that this year, even though I could. But this time around, I'm going to choose not to because I felt like that just got a little bit too repetitive, and then there would be like 4 or 5 videos ultimately talking about the same thing, so that's something I'm going to try to avoid this time around. But it will be pretty much discussing just things that have risen in popularity between the last 5 or 6 months of the year, or maybe some stuff that kind of started gaining traction even at the tail end of 2017. But anyway, let's just get started with the first one, which is, actually we'll mesh these both together. So the chest rigs as well as the tactical vests that a lot of your favorite rappers or maybe Instagrammers have been wearing lately. And in all honesty, it's not necessarily that I think it's a bad look, although I know, like, for those of you who follow me on Instagram, maybe you saw my Instagram stories or on my Twitter, I do like to meme that look a lot, but I don't really think it looks bad. I don't know, it's just kind of funny to me that people will pay like $500 for a chest rig from like Alyx Studios or whoever's selling them for that much money, and when in reality you could just go to like a surplus store and pick it up for $35 or probably even less. Like it's pretty crazy to me, because I can guarantee you that one made by like a high-end brand or a streetwear brand is not even anywhere near to the quality of one you could get that was actually designed for military use. Like whether it be, I saw someone wearing a flak jacket, like not even a shooting vest. I saw someone wearing a flak as a fashion accessory. And hey, I mean, hey, you do you, dog. But like overall, like I think the vest isn't a bad look. I'm not really a big fan of the chest rig, although I do see that as kind of the evolution of oh, okay, we did the side bags already. They did the fanny pack thing already. So what was gonna come next? This is kind of like the edgy cousin of that trend, in my opinion. But with the vests, I think that the better alternative to a shooting vest that has mag pouches on it, the better alternative, honestly, is probably something like maybe a fishing vest or a photographer's vest. And I know I copped one and I put it in the new pickups video. Actually have it right here. This one is a fishing vest from the 80s. I don't actually think I'll end up using this. Like I said, I might use this for Oswald. I don't actually think I will, though. Although it was the original plan, and that's why I bought this ultimately. But I don't know, I might let this one go. I might throw it online, sell it. If any of you are interested, it's like an XL or something, but it can kind of fit medium to XL, to be honest. I'll throw it on later on so you guys can see what it looks like. But ultimately, I don't really dislike the trend overall. I do think a lot of people pull it off quite nicely, but I do think that a safer alternative, so you don't have the police called on you when you're walking down Fairfax, would probably be to go with the fishing vest, in all honesty. And then the chest rig thing, I'm just not really feeling it. You guys, unless you're ballers and can spend $500 on a chest rig that's going to be uncool in like 3 months, you'd probably be better off just going to a surplus store, checking it out, going to a thrift store. You definitely have the opportunity to get more bang for your buck when you're looking outside of the brand name of some of these people who are selling them right now. But anyway, moving on nicely to the second one, which is one that I'm also actually not too fond of, but I do like the way other people have pulled it off, and it is the sandals or the mandals with the socks, with like the tube socks. I know you've seen Tyler, the Creator, wear it, and I don't know if any of you saw, like, did you see there's like a Rocky video on his Instagram, like it was on A$AP Rocky's Instagram, and he's like zooming in on Tyler's like mandals, and he's just like laughing, like in his crazy little like like I don't even his crazy little like hyena laugh.
Saw it. That nigga stopped it.
He stopped right in front of a bunch of
bro, and you would have been
like he tried to hit that quick right and he fucking just almost turned into the
he driving
bum ass shit.
And it's funny to me that he did that, because I'm pretty sure I've seen him wear like Suicokes or like Palm Angels or something very similar to what Tyler was wearing. So I did think it was kind of funny that he was roasting him for it when I'm pretty sure he's worn the same thing as well. And like I've said, I follow a couple people on Instagram who have been rocking those, and I think it looks like cool on them. Personally, on me, I just don't see that meshing well with the things that I like. And some of the prices are pretty crazy, to be honest, like a couple $100s for those. And just like I said with the chest rigs, I feel like there's a lot there's a lot of frugal alternatives to specifically going for the ones with the brand name, unless that's what you're looking for. But hey, if you like that, hey, go ahead and rock with it. If I do find any that kind of appeal to me or like are of somewhat of a reasonable price, I will actually drop them in the description below. So make sure to check for that if that is there, if I find any. What's been happening with a lot of these brands, a lot of these streetwear brands as well as higher end fashion houses have been making stuff kind of World Cup themed or just football or soccer, for those of us in the States, themed. Like you have, and I will read this list off right now because it's pretty extensive, Louis Vuitton, Versace, Acne Studios, Bape, Off-White, White Mountaineering, Gosha, and then there's also like Umbro is making like retro kits that look exactly like a lot of jerseys from the 80s and the 90s, and Adidas is doing that as well. And with all these brands I named, like Gosha and Bape specifically, the ones I remember off the top, they're also doing collaborations with Adidas to make jerseys, as well as making like a World Cup themed stuff on their own. Like I know there's a Bape soccer ball, there's Bape Adidas jerseys, there's a Louis Vuitton like it's supposed to look like a soccer ball, but it's like a duffel bag or like a purse. I don't fully remember like their full line of bags that they're releasing for the World Cup. But yeah, it's crazy. Like I know the thing about this though is I already like that stuff like prior to World Cup fever. I know this is going to be like a passing trend for a lot of people. Like once mid-July hits, all this stuff's going to be like 50 to 60% off in all reality. Although a lot of the jerseys and stuff does look really cool. There's also shorts that are coming out. There's bags, hats, backpacks, like a pretty good wide variety of stuff to check out. And I will be throwing pictures from all these brands and stuff that I think is pretty interesting all over this video. So make sure to check some of that stuff out. But like I said, this is going to be more of a passing trend. Although I do like it, but that's mainly just because I'm into the sport. I don't see it being something that lasts around like towards next year. But if you guys are into it, there's definitely a lot of good stuff that's worth checking out. And I don't think a lot of this stuff, maybe some of the higher end stuff might sell out, but some of the normal like these like throwback Adidas jerseys that they released at like Urban Outfitters and then on the Adidas website as well, that are trying to mimic like old Germany jerseys, Argentina jerseys and stuff like that. I think that stuff will be on sale the second the World Cup's over, or the second one of those teams gets knocked out, because we know Argentina's not winning the World Cup. So I'm just saying. Oh man, watch them win now. Fuck. Anyway, that's pretty much all I can think of right now. World Cup fever stuff, like just tons of soccer jerseys. Like I already mentioned, the chest rigs, the shooting vests, and then the sandals as well. If you guys know of anything else that you think has gained a lot of popularity in 2018, feel free to let me know in the comments section below, and I'll probably do a part 2 to this video. Either the tail end of summer or sometime in the beginning of the fall, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And if I do find anything interesting that pertains to what was discussed in this video, I will drop it in the description below. Also, I just remembered something. I'm adding stuff to my DePop. Make sure to check that out. Follow me on Instagram because the live streams are coming back. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and peace out, YouTube.